Before Buffy the Vampire Slayer became one of the most influential TV shows of the late 90s and early 2000s, it was a campy, comedic horror film released in 1992. Starring Kristy Swanson as Buffy Summers, the film introduced the idea of a teenage cheerleader destined to slay vampires. Despite its poor box office performance, the movie gained a cult following over the years. However, when Buffy was reimagined for television in 1997, Swanson was not brought back. Instead, Sarah Michelle Gellar took over the role, leading some fans to wonder, why was Buffy recast? Kristy Swanson's experience as Buffy. Kristy Swanson has always spoken fondly of her time as Buffy. In an interview with Fox News, she revealed that her co-star Luke Perry was instrumental in landing her the role. "He read the screenplay and immediately thought of me," Swanson recalled. Perry even pushed the studio to consider her, convinced that she was the perfect Buffy. Once cast, Swanson had a memorable experience filming alongside Donald Sutherland and Perry. She later told SFX magazine that she had a ball making the movie, despite behind-the-scenes tensions between Sutherland and Buffy creator Joss Whedon. While Swanson enjoyed her time in the role, her version of Buffy was not the one that Whedon ultimately envisioned. Joss Whedon's issues with the Buffy movie. Joss Whedon, the mastermind behind Buffy the Vampire Slayer, was never satisfied with the film adaptation. His original script was drastically altered by the film's director, friend Rubel Kazooie, leading to a final product that Whedon felt was far removed from his vision. He was particularly frustrated with Donald Sutherland, who frequently changed his dialogue, leading to what Whedon described as lines that did not make sense. Speaking with AV Club, Whedon did not hold back, stating, "He was just a prick. He would rewrite all his dialogue, and the director would let him. He can't write, he's not a writer." Eventually, Whedon walked away from the set, realizing he had little control over the production. As a result, when Whedon was given the chance to create a television adaptation, he saw it as an opportunity to start fresh, without the baggage of the original film. Why Kristy Swanson wasn't cast in the TV series. When the Buffy TV series was announced in 1996, Swanson wasn't considered for the role. Several factors played into this decision. A new canon and tone. Whedon did not view the 1992 film as canon. He wanted to completely rework the story with a darker, more serialized tone. Keeping Swanson in the role would have tied the show too closely to the film's comedic, campy style. Age and timing. Swanson was already 22 when she played Buffy in the movie. By the time the show premiered in 1997, she was nearly 30, which would have made her an unusual choice for a high school sophomore. The role ultimately went to Sarah Michelle Gellar, who was 19 at the time and better fit the show's teen drama aesthetic. A busy career, in the mid-90s, Swanson was still working regularly in film. Unlike a fresh-faced TV newcomer, she was already an established actress. The TV series may not have been an ideal move for her career at the time. Joss Whedon's reset. Given Whedon's dissatisfaction with the movie, it's likely he wanted to avoid any association with the earlier project. Casting a new Buffy helped cement the series as an independent entity rather than a continuation of the film. Swanson's thoughts on the TV series. Despite being left out of the TV reboot, Swanson had nothing but good things to say about it. She admitted she only watched the first episode, but when she heard about the show's launch, she thought, "This is going to be really great. Young girls will now have Buffy to watch on TV every week. Hopefully it lasts." The show, of course, lasted for 7 seasons and became a cultural phenomenon. Years later, Swanson subtly hinted at her thoughts on Whedon. When allegations surfaced about his toxic behavior on the Buffy set, Swanson tweeted in response to Charisma Carpenter's accusations, saying, "Terrible, but not surprised." Though she never elaborated, it suggests she may not have been eager to work with Whedon again, even if given the chance. Will Kristy Swanson appear in the Buffy reboot? Rumors of a Buffy the Vampire Slayer reboot have circulated for years. A 2010 attempt at a film reboot stalled, and a 2018 announcement about a more diverse reboot featuring a Black Buffy also faded into obscurity. Now, with Sarah Michelle Gellar reportedly involved in a new Buffy project, Fans are speculating about potential returning cast members. As for Swanson, she previously told Entertainment Weekly, "If they wanted me to be a part of it, I think that would be fantastic and that it would be a blast." While nothing has been confirmed, the absence of Whedon from the project may make it more likely for former stars to get involved. Conclusion: Kristy Swanson may have been the first Buffy, but Sarah Michelle Gellar became the definitive version of the character. The decision to recast wasn't personal, it was a necessary step for Whedon to reinvent Buffy the way he originally envisioned. While Swanson's portrayal remains a beloved part of Buffy history, the TV series' success proved that the change was the right call. As the Buffy legacy continues to evolve, perhaps there's still room for Swanson to rejoin the franchise in some way. Until then,